Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you part 6 of What If Naruto Was Trained by Kaguya. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and stay in tune because after this I'm going to be posting a new episode of What If Naruto created his own village, so stay in tune for that and enjoy. And also go ahead and check out Anime King 2. If this is the first time you're hearing of Anime King 2, I'll be leaving a link at the top of my description for you guys to check it out. And if you go over there and enjoy the 100 plus what ifs, go ahead and click that red subscribe button over there and become part of Anime King 2. And thank you for all of your support and your help. So over there tonight, I'm going to be posting a new episode of What If Naruto had the Sharingan and the Byakugan mix. And also, what if Naruto had 9 Keke Genkai? So remember to go over there and check it out. And also remember, if you're new, to click that red subscribe button and join both channels. And comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So without further ado, let's get straight into this new episode. So, the last time we left off, Naruto along with his team entered the hideout of the Akatsuki, where Naruto saw Gaara on the ground and Deidara sitting on top of him. It was then that Bunny remembered something that Kaguya told him about a secret darkness in Naruto's subconscious, where Naruto has been holding back and burying everything. All the villagers hate what Sasuke did to him, everything, as she told Bunny to make sure that darkness keep under control or Naruto will flip out. Deidara then tried to flee with Gaara for Naruto to follow him. Naruto also captured Black Zetsu. One of his clones did, as a clone teleported with Black Zetsu. Naruto then defeats Sasori in a hectic battle. Before Sasori fall, he told Naruto a secret about Orochimaru at the Tenchi Bridge. After that was over, Naruto then turned his sights on Deidara as he appeared and slammed his fist into Deidara's face, breaking a few of Deidara's teeth. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can switch across the playlist and check it out for yourself. So let's start this new episode. Both Kakashi and Sakura were stunned upon Naruto's fist impacting in Deidara's face. As he was so fast, Deidara was unable to react. Deidara was sent flying into the corner of the cave as he slammed down into the cave. As Sakura couldn't believe Naruto's immense strength as she looked at her own fist. It was like her fist, but it didn't seem that Naruto was pumping chakra into his fist. So how could that be possible? Deidara then slowly came out from the rubble as blood was gushing out of his mouth. He then let out a creepy smile. "Damn Jinchuriki," he said as he spit out some blood. "Kakashi, Sakura," said Naruto as the both of them looked at him. "We came here for what we wanted," Naruto said, speaking of the information that he got, that Orochimaru, spy, is going to be on the Tenki Bridge, as he finally got a clue where Sasuke is. Naruto didn't know why, but something was just burning inside of him as he wanted to see Sasuke. "Hey kid," said Bunny. "What's wrong?" "I don't know," said Naruto. "I just feel this anger, something pushing inside of me. I need to end this fight now. There is no time wasting time here with this idiot." Bunny then went quiet as he went into Naruto's subconscious, where he came upon the clone. The darkness was rising, but slowly. It seems like hearing about Sasuke starting to make Naruto, darkness overwhelmed even more. But it wasn't reaching to a critical point, so Bunny had nothing to worry about. Deidara quickly created some spiders as he sent it towards Naruto. Naruto vanished as both Sakura and Kakashi jumped back, as they appeared beside Lady Chiyo, who was holding onto Gaara's body. Naruto then appeared right beneath Deidara as Deidara looked down in surprise as Naruto uppercut him, as Deidara was sent flying through the top of the cave, breaking a hole through it. As Deidara's body came dropping back down, but he flipped in mid-air and landed on his feet. Even though he was woozy, he activated chakra on his feet and started a run on the top of the cave as Naruto jumped through the hole. Naruto started to chase after him as Naruto ran through hand sign. Wind style, wind gust, as a gust of wind came out of nowhere and hit Deidara, knocking him down. Naruto then appeared above him as Naruto brought up his fist and brought it down, but Deidara jumped out of the way. As Deidara pulled out one of the kunais that Naruto created while fighting Sasori. So, you have my weapon, and what do you think you're going to do with that? Naruto asked. Deidara didn't say anything as he rushed at Naruto with the kunai in his one hand because his other hand was gone. It was destroyed when he tried to capture Gaara. Naruto created a kunai out of thin air as well, as the both of them clashed. Naruto then brought his left fist forward. Deidara dodged as he brought the kunai to Naruto's stomach to stab him, but Naruto flipped back as he landed gracefully. Naruto then threw the kunai to the ground as he ran through hand sign. Wind style, wind corrosion, as wind came from all angles and slammed into Deidara with great force, trapping him into the center. Naruto then slammed both of his hands together as chains appear out of the top of the cave as they wrapped around Deidara's legs. The wind then disappeared as Naruto slammed his fist into Deidara's face again. Deidara was sent flying back, but that was not all. The chains pulled him back towards Naruto, who slammed his feet into Deidara's head this time. As Deidara got woozy, his head was spinning. As it went on like this for a while, Naruto disappeared and reappeared as the chains brought him back to Naruto, as Naruto kept on beating him until he was bloody. Had enough? Said Naruto after a while, as Deidara dropped on his knees. Blood was gushing out of his eyes, his nose and his mouth, as his tongue was also destroyed in his mouth. He couldn't speak at the moment, but Deidara managed to grin as he looked at Naruto. Sakura and Kakashi and Lady Chiyo was also on the top of the cave, but they were a distance away as they watched how brutal Naruto dealt with Deidara, as Sakura was surprised as this wasn't the same Naruto that she knew. To beat a person to submission. Deidara looked up at Naruto as he smiled, as he thought in his head, I'm going to die here anyways, so it might as well I go out in my deadliest art. Deidara had his hand in his pouch as it was slowly making a small bird as he quickly released it and threw it at Naruto's face. It exploded on contact, sending Naruto stepping back a bit. As smoke was over Naruto's face, Deidara started to crawl away as he then took off his shirt as he started to bite the threads that tied the mouth on his shirt, as his body slowly started to eat away itself as Deidara was grinning like a madman. When the smoke cleared from Naruto's face, he had a few scratches over his face because he was predicting for Deidara to submit, but instead he attacked him. Naruto then got pissed as he looked at Deidara, as Deidara's body started to turn see-through. Hey, kid, said Bunny. That mouth on his chest is absorbing his body and he's going to explode. Explode? And it's no normal explosion. It is going to disintegrate everything around him. So what are you going to do? Bunny asked. Well, if I use my speed, I can get out of here in time. Yes, if you use speed skip, you can get out of here, said Bunny. But what about your friends? Oh yeah, said Naruto, as he looked back at Kakashi and the others, as they were wondering what the hell was going on. Don't worry kid, I've got this, said Bunny, as he then started to pour his power into Naruto's right arm. What are you doing? Said Naruto. Well, I can absorb all of that chakra, so go ahead and absorb it before he explodes. Right, said Naruto, as he rushed towards Deidara, who still had a smile on his face as his body was going away. It was then that his body stopped fading as Naruto touched the black ball. As Deidara's body started to come back, it wasn't see-through anymore, as it started to return back to normal, and the face in his chest, the tongue, started to disintegrate as Naruto felt the power. It was not going into him, it was spreading through Deidara's body and destroying it. Naruto then removed his hand as Deidara dropped to the ground. Deidara was shaking as Naruto then spoke. What kind of power is that? You said absorb it, but that isn't what I was just doing. Well, kid, I am special, said Bunny. Now finish him. Alright, said Naruto, as he then charged a lot of chakra down to his feet. As Sakura and Kakashi were just watching and waiting, it was then that chains wrapped around Deidara's body, binding it into one spot. Naruto then slammed his feet into Deidara's face as it sent his head flying. Well, that's the end of him, as Deidara's head falls off the top of the cave. Naruto then turned back to his team with a smile, as Sakura was scared of him at this moment. It was just she never believed Naruto could do something like this, even though that was an enemy. The way he did with the process, even Kakashi was surprised. Naruto was now brutal than him back in his old days, kicking off someone's head clean like that after beating the person to submission. But he has changed, Kakashi thought. It was then they jumped off of the cave. As Naruto looked at them all, well, I guess we have to return back to the Sand Village and explain what happened. No, said Lady Chiu. What are you talking about? Asked Sakura. I'll save him. Lady Chiu then placed Gaara on the ground as she ran through hand sign as she placed her hand on Gaara's chest. It was then chakra started to form around her hands as the chakra was being poured inside of Gaara. It was then that Team Guy show up after defeating their copies. Naruto then spoke. Well, I have to use the bathroom, he said, as everyone turned at him. At this time, well, nature calls, as he then walked off with everyone just looking on him. As Naruto went into the cave, as he summoned a clone, stay here until I return. Alright, Bunny, time for us to speak to Black Zetsu. Naruto then disappeared with immense speed as he started to shot through the woods, as his clone had brought Zetsu into the woods, deep into the woods. It took Naruto about 5 minutes as he found his clone with Zetsu tied up on the ground, chains wrapped all around him. I'll handle this now, said Naruto to his clone. The clone nodded and poofed away. So, Zetsu, is it? Zetsu looked at Naruto curiously. The Nine-Tailed Jinchuriki, what do you want? Zetsu asked as he looked at Naruto. Well, I want a lot of things in this world, but one of my goals is to help you bring Kaguya back. What? Said Zetsu as he was surprised to hear what Naruto just said. To bring who back? Zetsu asked as if he was clueless, as no one should know about this plan except for him. Don't worry. Let me explain a few things to you, said Naruto, as he then started from the beginning when he supposedly died at the Valley of the End, as he told Zetsu how he met Kaguya and that she trained him between the life and the death realm. And also, they became pretty close, as Zetsu narrowed his eyes at that point when Naruto said they became pretty close, but he didn't focus on that too much. Naruto then told Zetsu that he's here to help him with his plan of bringing her back. It was then that the chains disappeared from around Zetsu and he stood up. So what do you say? Naruto asked. Say that I believe you, said Zetsu. Why would you want to bring mother back? As Zetsu then told Naruto that his plans is to use someone with the Rinnegan, and the tree will trap everyone in the infinite Tsukuyomi while he absorbed their chakra to bring mother back. So that means all of your friends, the people that you know, will be trapped in a dream world until they become those white creatures. So do you still want to help me? Zetsu asked. Yes, said Naruto. As Zetsu was surprised at that, it seems like this boy was really on his side. What could have happened between him and mother to make him want to bring her back so much? As Zetsu narrowed his eyes at Naruto, who was completely calm. Naruto then walked up to Zetsu as he placed a hand on Zetsu's shoulder. Zetsu blinked as he was in Naruto's mindscape, as Zetsu saw the giant bunny. Wait, I know you, Zetsu said. You were part of Mother. What are you doing here? Well, Kaguya sent me back with the kid, just to make sure that everything is alright, as Naruto was in the mindscape as well. So, I want to help you with your plans, to achieve them quickly. So tell me, how far along are you? Naruto asks. Zetsu narrowed his eyes at Naruto. There is no point of him lying now, because he had the bunny inside of him, and also he told him things about Mother that no other human should know. Well, the plan is to use the Akatsuki to gather all the tail pieces, and then put them into the Gedo statue. I am also playing the Uchiha. His name is Obito Uchiha. He's going to take Nagato's eyes. Nagato possessed the Rinnegan. Those eyes are needed to revive Mother. After that, Obito is going to want to place the world in his infinite Tsukiyomi, to trap the world under an illusion and dream. But luckily for us, I changed the tablet. That is not what's going to happen. Yes, they're going to dream at first, but then I am going to use their chakra to revive Mother, and Obito is going to be her vessel. Well, that's a good plan, said Naruto as he then looked up. So what about the Akatsuki members? What if Pain defeat Obito before he could take his eyes? Obito is far more cunning than you will expect. He will find a way to take Nagato's eyes. Yeah, but what if he fails? So that is why I'm going to help you, said Naruto. I will take care of the other Akatsuki members once you guys finish dealing and collecting all of the tail beasts. But my part with you will be a complete secret. No one can know that I'm working with you, because, as you know, I have the Nine-Tailed inside of me, and the Akatsuki is going to come after me one day. And also this Obito fellow of yours. He's going to probably send the baddest of them all after me, and that's Pain. Obito is controlling everything behind the scenes, so he's going to send someone strong after me. But don't worry, Pain, this person with a Rinnegan cannot defeat me. Are you so confident in your skills? Zetsu asks. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you, huh? It was Kaguya who trained me. You thought I just spent time with her and talking? No, she trained me a lot. That explains things, said Zetsu, the Yang release. So you know about that, Naruto asks. Yes, imagination with chakra to create objects out of thin air. Yeah. So, we will meet up from now on and talk about your plans. Bonnie was there, quiet, as he was just listening to everything. Oh yeah, and I need you to find something for me. And what is that? Zetsu asked. Kaguya told me about a rare summoning that was on the earth in her time before her son sealed her away. The dragons. Dragons? Said Zetsu. Yes, said Naruto. And I need you to find the dragon line for me, because I want the dragon summoning contract. So you really think that they will accept you? Well yes, you have to show dragons power, to show them that you're worthy of their power. And I will beat them and show them that I'm worthy. But now I have to get back. I still have things to deal with at Konoha. But check in now and then. And remember, we are working together. So no lies, said Naruto, as Zetsu opened his eyes back in the real world, as Naruto then disappeared with an incredible speed. As Zetsu looked up in the forest. So Mother, you have sent someone to help me. Well, I guess if it's to bring you back, we will work together. As he sank down into the ground. Since Naruto was talking to Zetsu, Gaara came back to life and Lady Chiyo was dead, and they headed back to the sand where Temari thanked Naruto for bringing back her brother, as Temari was so happy that Gaara was okay. And they decided to stay for the night before heading to the Leaf Village tomorrow. So right now, they all were in separate bedrooms in the Sand Village Hotel. Naruto came around the back as he tapped on the window, as the clone opened it and Naruto entered. The clone then nodded as he poofed away, as Naruto got all of the information, because Bunny was the one who told him what happened, because Bunny could see through the clone eyes as well. Naruto then smiled as he sat on his bed. Soon, I'll bring you back and everything will be good. But there's a lot of obstacles standing in my way. Obito, Nagato, powerful people, but I am sure that I can take them out. As Naruto then was ready to close his eyes when he heard a knock on the door. Who is it? Naruto asked. It's me, said Sakura. Come on in, said Naruto. As Sakura entered, she then gave Naruto a weird look, as Naruto wondered what was up with that look. As she stand right in front of his bed, she then looked at him. Naruto, do you hate me? She asked him. Huh? Why would you ask that? Naruto said. Well, after what Sasuke did to you, he tried to kill you, but you live. But when we were younger, I always pick Sasuke over you, and I always treat you so badly. And after seeing what you did today to that guy, I don't know, it was just like you're a different person. So I want to know, do you hate me? No, Sakura, I don't hate you, said Naruto. Bunny was listening to the conversation as he decided to check something as he went into Naruto's mindscape, deeper into his subconscious. As Bunny went towards the clone, the darkness, it was bubbling up inside of the clone. As Bunny couldn't understand, it seems that Kaguya was right. Naruto was holding back all his hatred and his anger. So he really hates this girl, but he just won't admit it to himself. Naruto is going to crack one day. As Bunny looked at the clone, the darkness was bubbling up inside of him. As Bunny knew what is going to push Naruto over the edge. And then he is going to use powers that this world has never seen before. And then things are going to really spice up. Bunny knew that it was wrong, but he wanted to see the reaction on everyone's face when Naruto snapped. As he knew the exact date when Naruto is going to snap. On the Tenchi Bridge, when he see the one that forced and took Sasuke away. Orochimaru, is it? Bunny said to himself with a small chuckle. Well, it's probably good that I get some rest for now. As Bunny then passed Kurama's cage, the chains were still holding him down. But Naruto said that he was going to talk to Kurama. So I guess that he's going to be free soon, said Bunny. As he then went into the mindscape, as he just lied down and closed his eyes. Back with Naruto and Sakura, Sakura was talking as Naruto couldn't help it but something inside of him was just bubbling up by her words. As every time she spoke, he remembered how she used to treat him back then with Sasuke and how Sasuke shoved his hand through his chest and the villagers hate him and mistreat him. But he then let out a breath as he calmed down. It's alright, Sakura, Naruto said. I don't hate you and you don't have to worry about that. She then walked up to him as she then leaned a bit and gave him a hug. I am so happy that you've returned and that we are friends again, she said with a bit of hesitation, but she realized that Naruto didn't say anything, so she just hugged him tightly. As she then stepped back and smiled and said her goodbye and left the room. Naruto then turned as he lied down on the bed. As he looked up at the ceiling, he then heard another knock on the door. As Naruto sit up on the bed again. Who is it? As the person opened the door and entered. As Naruto saw Temari standing there, blushing a bit. Hey Temari, what are you doing here? He asked her. Well, Naruto, she said as she scratched her cheek. Well, Naruto, I asked you to return Gaara home safe. And I did, said Naruto. Yes, I know, said Temari. It's just, since you got here, I don't know what it is. But I sense this strange vibes between me and you. And I want to ask you, if it's only me, or do you sense it as well? Naruto went quiet for a moment, as he wondered if Bunny was listening. But he wasn't commenting, so he wondered, he must be asleep. It was then that Naruto started to think, wait, is Kaguya? What is Kaguya to me? Naruto asked himself, as he started to struggle with that question. Is she with me? Or is she a close friend of mine? Wait, I'm on Earth now. So it doesn't really matter what happens out here. It just matters what happens when she come back. Am I right? Naruto asks himself, trying to convince himself that he can be with someone else for the time being. What am I saying? I need to stay faithful to her. Wait, why do I need to stay faithful? It's not like we ever kissed or anything like that. But we've came so close. And she was always there for me. Yeah, I know that, said Naruto, as he's having a conversation with himself. But it's not like she's here at the moment. But she will be soon, he said again. But when she's here, that is when I'll be with her alone. And I had to figure out my feelings. But for now, he then looked at Temari. Temari, I felt it too, said Naruto, shocking Temari as she started to blush like crazy. But I always thought that you liked Shikamaru, said Naruto. It's just different, said Temari. I don't know what it is. When I first saw you came back, after I heard that you died, well, I didn't really know you that much, but I just felt something and I couldn't help myself but blush. Well, you're really straightforward, said Naruto. I don't hide my feelings, she said. So what do you want to do about it, Naruto asked. Well, I would like to get to know you, said Temari. Know you better, so we can create some kind of... Actually didn't know what to say after that, as Naruto's mind then changed. As you remember, everything that he has to do, he has to defeat the entire Akatsuki, bring down this Obito, and not to mention everyone will be caught in this dream world. As he realized it's going to be a lonely world, with just him, Black Zetsu and Kaguya. No, Kaguya can release some of the people and allow them to continue the human race. But now, he doesn't have time for a relationship, because that would just mess with his head right now. Temari, I'm sorry. Sorry? For what? She asks. I'm sorry, but I can't have a relationship with you right now. And why is that? She asks. I just can't, and I can't explain. So, you're not going to tell me why? As Naruto looked at her, as he saw the sad look on her face, I can't tell you. He then heard the door open as it closed and she was gone. Damn it, Naruto said as he dropped back down on the bed. I can't allow anyone to get too close right now, because when the time comes, most of them are going to be sealed in that tree. Damn it, as he slammed his fist into the bed, as he just stood there until he fell asleep. The next morning, everyone was on their way, as Gaara shook Naruto's hand and thanked him for what he did. Naruto realized that Kankuro was the only one out here. Hey, where's Temari? Naruto asked. Well, she said that she wasn't feeling well, so that is why she's not out here, said Kankuro. Oh, I see, Naruto said, as he lowered his head, knowing that he is the reason why she's not out here. Well then, goodbye, as Naruto and his group said his goodbyes, as they started to head back to Konoha with Guy's team. So Naruto, said Kakashi, as Kakashi was able to walk, and he was healthy because he didn't use his new Sharingan, the Mangekyou, to try and burst off Deidara's arm like cannon. So, you might want to explain all these new powers that you now possess? Kakashi asks, as everyone turned and looked at Naruto. Didn't I already explain that? Naruto said. No, you didn't, said Kakashi. Alright, fine. You caught me. I did went somewhere when I was stuck in that grave for 3 years. It was between a life and a death hallway, something like that, where I met a guy, and he didn't tell me his name, but he told me that I will wake up soon and arrive in the real world. And he also told me that I was too weak. So out of nowhere he said that he would train me. So he trained me, and I guess all the powers that I got in there came here with me as well. As they all looked at him, their sweat dropped. Is that true? Asked Tenten, as Neji just narrowed his eyes at Naruto, as Sakura wanted to know the same as well. Well, that's all that I remembered. And then I woke up in a box. And then, now, everything happened and we're here. So yeah. But what did that guy teach you? Asked Lee, as he remembered seeing the hail of kunais and shurikens. Yeah, I want to know that as well, said Tenten. Well, it's called Yen Release, said Naruto. I am able to create objects out of thin air with my imagination and my chakra. What? All of them said, surprised. Can a person really do that? Well, I'll show you, said Naruto, as he opened his hand, as he created a metal ball, as it dropped in his palm. See? As he showed them the ball, he threw it to them, as they all took time analyzing the ball, realizing that it was real. As Tenten was the last one, as she threw it to Naruto. And Naruto said as he pulled back his ball, as he threw it, as he started to travel at a great speed, and I can also control it with my chakra, as he lifted the ball in the air and turned it to the side, as he then brought down his hand and it slammed deep into the ground. Whoa, that's amazing, said Tenten. So you're like a one-man army when it comes to weapon, am I right? Yeah, but if I do too much, I can run out of chakra, and then I'll be really dead, said Naruto, as he chuckled, but everyone found it weird, because he was buried in a box for 3 years, so they didn't laugh. Well, Naruto, you'll have to explain this all to the Hokage, said Kakashi. I know, said Naruto. With that, they continued to walk and have some meaningless talk, as everyone was surprised at Naruto's new technique and ability. It took them a while, but they finally got back to Konoha. As they entered the village, Bonnie then spoke to him. Hey kid, Black Zetsu said that he wants to talk to you. Talk to me, said Naruto. And how do you know that? Well, me and him can talk through our minds. Well, that's freaky. He's talking to you and you're inside of me. That's weird. It's only weird when you say it, kid, said Bonnie. So where is he now? He's at your house. Wait, how does he know where I live? I told him. And why would you just give away my address like that? Well, because he's a part of the gang now and we're all friends. Naruto chuckled as he then sighed. But I have to get away from these guys. But you have to go to the Hokage's office, isn't that right? Yeah, I know what to do, said Naruto. I have to use the bathroom, Naruto said, as everyone turned. Again? Yeah, I'll be right back. Just meet us at the Hokage's office, said Kakashi, as Naruto then summoned a clone. As the clone decided to wait a few moments, acting like Naruto is really using the bathroom, as Naruto went to his house. Naruto entered as he saw Black Zetsu. So, what's going on? Naruto asked. I found it. Found what? The Dragon Land. Already? Whoa, you're fast. Oh, I forgot you can travel through the earth. So yeah, you're fast. So how are you going to follow me exactly? Black Zetsu asked. Follow you? Oh yeah. You can't actually bring me there, can you? No, I cannot go through the earth with you. But don't worry, I have my own transportation. Just communicate with Bonnie inside of me and lead the way. And then Bonnie will tell me, and I'll be there. So go on, said Naruto. Alright. Bonnie, can you hear me? Said Black Zetsu. By the way, what kind of name is that, Bonnie? What kind of name is Zetsu? Bonnie asks. It's a proper name, better than Bonnie. Bonnie is a fun and cute name. But you're not fun and cute, said Zetsu. Just shut up and tell me where the place is. Alright kid, said Bonnie as he told Naruto the direction. So you're going to use the skip speed? Bonnie asks. Yeah, better time than now to try it. As Naruto literally started to skip through the Leaf Village. His body was blinking out of existence as he appeared at the gates. Oh, that was fast. As he disappeared again and appeared miles away. Disappear again and appear miles away. He disappeared again as he appeared in the water. He nearly fall down into the water until he activated chakra on his feet. Whoa! This technique is really awesome, as Naruto kept on disappearing and appearing, disappearing and appearing, as he finally arrived to a land The grass was very tall. The land was surrounded by water, so it was rare for anyone to get here. And it was deep, deep in the ocean. As Naruto saw Zetsu there, well, here is a dragon land. So go ahead and try to get the dragon summoned. But if you die, don't worry, I'll still continue with my plans and bring mother back, and I'll tell her what happened. And what make you think that I'll die? Naruto asks. Well, dragons are a dangerous creature, and I think you're going to die, said Zetsu, as he sank into the ground. Screw you, said Naruto, but Zetsu was already gone. So, where are those dragons? Naruto asked, as he kept on walking. He started to walk for a long time as he was now cursing. Dragons are a large creature, so where are they? It was then that Naruto sensed something as he looked up to see fire raining down from the sky. But guys, I'm gonna be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like and subscribe, share it to all of your friends on your social media platform. And remember to click that red subscribe button if you're new, and comment down below and tell me. But without further ado, I'm off for now. Peace.